the Get Big and Shredded Stack. Hey there, future beefcakes, the lab assistant here. Today we're diving into the Get Big and Shredded Stack, the ultimate, or should I say hypothetical, lineup of supplements to make you look like a sculpted Greek god, or at least a weekend warrior version. Before we go any further, big disclaimer, we're not doctors, and this is for entertainment/education only, not medical advice. In fact, one of these ingredients is so experimental that the seller literally warns, not for human consumption. So in short, do not try this at home or anywhere. Seriously, consult a professional instead. First up, Redaxin. Sounds like a Terminator model, right? In reality, Redaxin is an extract from a special red sorghum plant, packed with exotic antioxidants called 3-deoxyanthocyanidins. The makers, Nootropics Depot, claim it enhances exercise recovery, promotes cognitive function, and supports NAD+ levels, while flooding you with free radical-fighting antioxidants. In other words, it's marketed as both a workout recovery booster and a brain helper. Theoretically, this means Redaxin could help you bounce back faster after a brutal gym sesh. In practice, some early data suggests it may help with recovery and mood, but science is still new on this stuff. In spoiler alert terms, you're basically swallowing a superfood for your cells, with a side of tiny placebo effect. Next, 5-Amino 1MQ or 5A1MQ. Pronounced 5-MQ. This compound sounds like a Decepticon, and its origin story is pretty sci-fi. It's a lab-made peptide that inhibits NNMT, an enzyme involved in metabolism. Blocking NNMT reportedly raises cellular NAD+ levels and flips on SIRT1, the so-called longevity gene, which might crank up your metabolic rate. In mouse studies, 5-AMQ led to about a 7% weight loss in just 10 days with no change in diet. Great news if you're a mouse. If you're human, though, it's still purely experimental. We have zero clinical data on this stuff in people. Remember, one website literally says it's for lab research only. So yes, 5-Amino 1MQ is in our fantasy stack for its potential fat loss mojo. But again, take it with a massive grain of salt. Onto something more ancient, Rhodiola rosea, aka golden root. If Redaxin and 5-AMQ are flashy new kids, Rhodiola is the wise grandparent. Viking warriors and Siberian athletes have been using this adaptogenic herb for centuries to fight stress and fatigue. Modern studies back it up. Rhodiola supplementation has been shown to improve endurance, sharpen focus, and reduce burnout under stress. In everyday terms, it might make your workouts and your Monday mornings feel a bit easier. It won't grant super strength by itself, but by blunting stress and boosting stamina, it could help you push through a tough set when life and your boss are dragging you down. Now for the crowd pleaser, beef organ pills. Yes, you heard that right. This is what happens when a carnivore goes pill happy. These supplements pack freeze-dried cow organs, liver, heart, kidney, spleen, and more into convenient capsules. The pitch? Organs are nutrient powerhouses. For example, beef liver is loaded with B12, iron, vitamin A, and folate, which fight fatigue and support energy. Heart meat adds CoQ10 and taurine. Kidneys bring B vitamins and zinc, etc. Basically, it's a prehistoric multivitamin for modern humans. To be honest, the science is pretty thin on what organ pills actually do. One health site even bluntly notes research is lacking on energy benefits. But hey, humans have eaten organ meats since forever, so maybe there's something to it. At the very least, you can brag you're eating your vitamins in capsule form. Next up, creatine monohydrate, the old reliable. Creatine isn't exotic, but it's one of the most researched supplements ever. Decades of studies show supplementing creatine increases muscle creatine and phosphocreatine stores by about 20 to 40%. In plain terms, that means more quick ATP energy in your muscles during sprints and heavy lifts. Practically speaking, creatine regularly leads to bigger strength gains and muscle growth over time. Serious lifters and scientists alike trust creatine because it works. It's safe, affordable, and consistently effective. Just don't expect a Hulk transformation overnight. but expect fuller muscles and a few extra reps. Finally, glycerol. We'll keep this one simple. Imagine any pumpy pre-workout drink that has glycerol in it. Glycerol is a tiny compound that pulls water into your muscles, causing hyperhydration. If you gulp glycerol with lots of water before training, you can retain an extra 300 to 700 milliliters of body water compared to water alone. The result? Huge pumps and possibly better endurance, since you're buffering against dehydration. Some reviews even suggest you could squeeze 24% more workout time out of a session with glycerol loading. The trade-off? You might be spending more time at the water fountain than under the barbell. So there you have it, the Get Big and Shredded stack. We've thrown in a mix of hard science, creatine, glycerol, herbal wisdom, Rhodiola, and a dash of sci-fi, Redaxin, 1MQ, organ pills. Remember, this whole thing is a thought experiment, not a doctor's prescription. We're not MDs, and one of these is literally labeled not for human use. So don't run out and buy everything on our list. If you really want to get big and shredded, the classic advice still applies. Lift heavy, eat real food, sleep enough, and have fun with it. Go get swole. Lab assistant, out.